couldn't take it any longer. I had to cut some hay. So we've got a week of good weather after a bunch of rain. It is June. No, very end of May. It's Memorial Day weekend. Well, actually, today's Memorial Day. And we haven't got any hay cut. So I've been itching to cut some hay. So finally, we've got a week of good weather. And we just cut down right here beside the house. So I let this grow up this year. I've been doing nothing with it. Figured to make some hay. So it'll make, honestly, I think it might make 2 bales. Which is good considering it's like, I don't know how many acres this is, like an eighth or something. So but it's a little wet, ground's a little soft, but it's going to dry out just fine. It's already changed colors on top, and I wish I had a hay tedder, but we'll rake it here in the next couple days and get it flipped around, and it will be good to go. Won't have any issues there. So the ground is a little soft underneath, a little wet, but the good thing about the hay bine is, one thing, conditioning it, and number two, because there's quite a bit of clover in here, so that'll definitely help crunch that stem and get that to start drying out faster. And then one thing too, it doesn't cut it as close to the ground as maybe a disc mower might, so we're getting a little bit more cushion underneath of it to let some extra airflow under it and get it drying out as quick as we can. So we're gonna go, I can't do it any longer, we're gonna go over beside the house. It's 2 acres there, usually makes 6 bales of hay, probably make 8 this year because it's so thick and it's been so much later getting it cut. We'll do that, and then Dad has shoulder surgery, so he's unable to cut hay, so we're gonna go cut beside his house and try to get all that up this week and get to where we can get some more down. So we'll I probably won't get the video too much. My battery's about dead and I didn't charge it or nothing, so we get a couple good shots of cutting, and then we'll probably end up seeing y'all back when we get to raking. So second chance after it broke last year. I fixed it. It's donezo now. I'm done with it. She's for sale. Cut's good. Got a bad reel, so hit me up. We're back. Sorry, I left the GoPro in the truck with the dead battery, so I'm not really sure where I left off. I think maybe with my hay cutter blowing up. Yeah, so we went and got Dad's tractor and disc mower that we were using last year, and we finished up getting cut what we had cut. And yesterday I raked it all, and we just got back to my place from baling some stuff up over by Mom and Dad's. So I am going to, I've got the bale here by the house, and then I've got some up the road that I'm going to go rake before I bale, because it is a lot of clover that I'm not excited about trying to get dried out. It makes me nervous because last year I didn't get it dried out and it was a disaster. So we're gonna go rake that. We cut that a couple days ago. I'm gonna rake that and let that get flipped over and let that finish baking today, and then let it bake all day tomorrow. And hopefully that will have that cured up enough to where we don't have to worry about it being too wet to bale. But I do have the preservative that I'm gonna throw on it too to help with that as well. So anyhow, so we're gonna go rake that up real quick, and then we'll get back, we'll spin this baler around, get it unhooked, and get it hooked up to the tractor, and hopefully get this baled up by the house. So Alright, so this is some of this pure clover, and it's got some other stuff in it, but this is actually pretty daggum thick compared to how it was last year. It all got reseeded. Really green still, but I can tell that it dried out pretty good on top today. So this should, getting it fluffed up in a windrow, should help it dry out the rest of the way tomorrow. And if it needs a little bit more, then we can always wait till Saturday. I think we're supposed to get some rain Saturday evening, but should be good other than that. On par with everything else. The hay rake broke. Because, you know, just my luck and running shit equipment that, you know, it breaks all the time, worn out. But I got it fixed. Just have to be easy with it and hope that it holds together long enough to finish this and make it back home where I can fix it. So, wish me luck. I think it'll be alright. We ain't got too much more to do, maybe 5 acres left. But I'll suck a video and then need to just quit because I forget. I get to doing things and I just forget and I'll suck, I guess. I don't know, but we'll keep on with what we got. Most hay, but it'll be the best quality hay I ever put up, that's for sure. Well, I think we finally got it. Took me a minute to get everything swapped around and hooked up. I think we're good. Threw a little preservative in here. Geez, I could feel like my forehead had stuff all over it. Threw a little preservative in here, just to try it out on some of this hay over here. Just to see what it does. It's probably got a little moisture in it. It's pretty thick. But it should be good. So let's see what we can do here. it one more. One more. It did not wrap the freaking second to last bell. And the last bell was just like a turd, so it didn't amount to anything. Alright, let the fun begin. This is all that we plowed up earlier this spring or late winter, whenever it was. So it's all been worked up and reseeded, and that field over there, and then there's a little field back here. So that'll be all ready to go come this fall for a nice. It should be a good fall cutting if the rain doesn't turn off on us, which I don't think it will. They're saying it's supposed to be really hot, but also the El Nino, or I think it's El Nino, that we're experiencing while we've been getting so much rain. So it should keep the rain coming, and it shouldn't turn off. But it is supposed to be really hot, so as long as we get the rain to go with the heat, we should see a pretty good hay crop this fall. So see how it turns out.